Here we are back at home port, Deltaville, Virginia, ready to sort of shut down and get ready for winter haul out. One of the things that happened on our recent trip was ended up losing a Dorado vent. So what I did is I had the yard order me 2 new ones so that they would match and install them, and here they are ready to go. Yes, we do need to do a little varnish work, but we'll do that in the spring when we're back in the water, and we can do that at a nice leisurely pace and have a few cold ones. Also, I stopped in at the local Deltaville Man Cave, which is a consignment shop, and I found this rack for mounting fenders. Picked that up for 35 bucks, so we'll install that over the winter and have a nice neat place to store our fenders when we're out sailing. Okay, here is the haul out plan for this winter. We're going to do some maintenance and some upgrades. If you look at the list, everything in red are those items that need to be done while the boat is out of the water. For example, installing a Keel cooler system requires that the yard drill a hole in the hull, install the Keel cooler. So that's got to be done while she's out of the water. Waxing the boat and bottom paint, those things have got to be done while she's out of the water. If you're looking at that where I have bottom paint as $100, the reason is I happen to have won a drawing for 4 gallons of bottom paint for free, so that's just for tape and miscellaneous supplies there. Also, I checked with the yard about repainting the stripe. Looks like that's going to cost about $3,500. Having the yard do it is really not in the budget this winter, so I'm playing with the idea of actually doing it myself, so I left $1,500 in there for that, for paint and supplies. Also, this winter, a must-do is I need to replace the rear main oil seal on my Perkins 4154. That needs to be done while the boat's out of the water, because the yard has to slide the shaft back, lift up the transmission, replace the main seal, and put everything back together. Now, I ordered a main seal kit out of Parts for Motors, which is in England, and they seem to have quite a few parts for the Perkins 4154. Included with that is a engine rebuild kit that includes pistons, rings, sleeves, bearings, gaskets, and all that. It's about $550. So since I'm going to spend about $2,500 in labor to do the main seal, I may see just how much it's cost to just pull the engine out and rebuild the bottom end. Because last winter I rebuilt the head, pulled the head off, replaced the head gasket, new valves, new valve seals, new valve guides. So the head's all pretty much rebuilt, ready to go. That may be cost prohibitive, but it's something that I'll look into and I'll give you an update on later on. If you look down there, there's some things that I've also started doing right now. For example, my AIS bought the farm. So I happened to find a brand new one that hadn't been configured yet on eBay. So I purchased that and installed that. So that's in my budget as well. And you'll see there the Keel cooler 385. That's for the part from MSI Marine Services out of Seattle. So I'll update all those prices on the right hand side of the sheet with actuals as the work gets done. So check back on a regular basis and you can see how the work and the budget is progressing. If any of you people out there are boat owners, you know that these battle plans are only good the day you start. After that, the budget pretty much goes down the drain. But keep checking back and we'll see how the work progresses. Here we have the Bimini off the boat, ready to take home and do some wintertime repairs. We got the deck ready to go for haul out. The air conditioning unit is out. So with this, we are This is the new Keel cooler purchased from MSI Marine Services out of Seattle. It's going to run on a Frigiboat system. So instead of having a fan, this Keel cooler is placed out in the water and it dissipates the heat. No moving parts, no sound, very, very reliable. The only thing you have to do is drill a hole in your boat and put it in and make sure it's properly sealed. I'll have the yard do that. That way if it leaks and sinks, it's their fault. Bimini repair complete with new chafe protection. Time to move on to the side. one last job to do before we haul out the boat, and that is to remove the windlass. This is so that I can have it serviced and re-chromed back at ideal windlass. I looked up the instructions for removing it and was able to get it almost all the way out except for the last little piece. So I'm going to have the yard do that, then I'll package it up, send it back to ideal. It'll take them about 3 or 4 months to do the work and then return it.